All right, well, we had beautiful weather for the second straight day, which was nice. The guys like that. It was a good day for the defense. I thought they came out and played fast, and again, we're throwing a lot of stuff at the offense right now. They're growing, so it was good for them to kind of see when they make some mistakes to be able to fix that on tape and then come out tomorrow, correct them, and move on.
So. As you get a better assessment of this defense, what do you sense you have on that side of the ball right now?
Well, right now there's a trust from one another because they've been together. You know, there's that experience factor, which is good. So and they believe in what they got going on with Vic's system. So when you have that, that's always good. And so they just want to kind of grow from any mistakes they made last year, different areas of the game that they can improve on, and that's what they're doing right now.
What have you come to value about Vic in the time that you've been together with him now?
Well, he's competitive and he likes to rub it in when they want to play a little bit without saying anything. So no, he's a guy that has so much experience. He's been in this game for a long time. He knows what he's doing. So for me, having that trust factor and knowing you have a guy that brings all that experience to the table with these guys, it's comforting.
What did you see, or what were you told about Prince, and you obviously saw in film from him that you wanted to bring him back?
Well, Prince has been in this league for a while, so he understands the game. He's a player that has that's played against a lot of different wide receivers, and we like his demeanor. He's been in the system. Anytime you can bring people back that are in the system, that coaches, personnel want back, that's what you want. So that was pretty easy for us with Prince.
A guy like Roquan, how is he fitting in with some of these veterans?
He's doing well. Yeah, you saw one play we threw the ball to the flat, and he just came out like a rocket out of nowhere and made a play, and it kind of made me chuckle a little bit because that's what I saw on tape.
Is it difficult though to have a defense already set when you have a new offense that's being taught?
Yeah, well, it's not difficult. It's good. It's actually good for us because we're getting an experienced defense. So offensively, my message to the team and on the offensive side is just be patient and don't get frustrated. They understand that they're going to play a little bit faster than us right now, but we'll have some growing pains, but we'll get back to square one in training camp.
Kyle Long did a lot today. Is he going to have a helmet at some point?
Yeah, at some point we'll get him out there. You know, for him, he's been doing really well. He's been, just honing in on the details of their job on the offensive line, and then as soon as we all agree that it's ready to go, he'll be up and going.
Matt, what are your impressions of Danny Trevathan, especially like watching game tape last year? How much do you think someone like that could help Roquan playing in that?
Well, he's a veteran, and you have that veteran experience. We went against Danny when I was in Kansas City when he was with Denver, so we always knew what kind of player he was, and so he has a demeanor to him, a focus of he's very serious when he's out there on the field, and he'll have a great mentorship. He'll be a great mentor for Roquan.
Matt, Kyle, assuming he's healthy, is he locked in at right guard, or does Harry still look at him and think about the possibilities for an athlete like that?
No, no one on this team is locked into any position, but I would say he's about as close as he gets. I mean, that's his spot. And I said that the other day with Cody. We want these guys to feel comfortable in their positions.
Where is Allen Robinson in his rehab?
He's ahead of the game. He's looking good. We're feeling really good about his prognosis as far as getting started, and we don't need to rush it. So he's been doing great in meetings. He's answering every question in the meetings. He's out here focused, doing everything that we want him to do.
What kind of impression has Adam Shaheen made on you so far?
So he's bigger than I originally thought he was, and then his radius, his catching radius, is probably I'd put in the same category. He has very natural hands. He's a guy that fits our offense really well, and so now it's just a matter of how fast is he going to learn it and just figure out the details and just the ins and outs of the different routes that we run.
How is Mitch different from the kid you got to know in the scouting process last year?
Well, you only have 6 hours with him, so that's a hard question to answer because you're sitting in a room going over plays on a board. Whereas out here, I get to see interaction of how he reacts to a good play and a bad play. My belief of where he's at right now is obviously I'm impressed, but at the same time, we know that he's got a lot of growth ahead of him, so we'll just continue to focus each day.
From what you see out here and on film, are you ever surprised by how much Tariq can catch and how good his hands are?
He's actually the one kid on this team that I knew had a lot of talent, but he comes out here and he runs every route the right way. He catches most balls. He doesn't make a lot of mistakes, And you see that how he is in the meeting rooms when he's listening to the plays, when he's out here, how serious he is, but yet he knows how to have fun. So he's a player that for me, you want to be, you get giddy about, but you also know that you know, you can't, you got other players too, you know, so you can feel where I'm at on that.
Down in Indy, they're doing things like for the new playbook, like running tests and quizzing the players on what they know. Are you doing anything like that off to the side to make sure they're establishing the continuity with the playbook, or is it just a matter of them studying and?
No, we do all that on tape. We're able to just kind of see where they're at, alignments and splits on tape, bring them back in and watch it on film.
Just the general feel having everybody together. I mean, what's this like to you to see your team coming together?
It's happy. I mean, it's fun. It's happy. I mean, everyone out here has smiles on their face. Everyone's running around having a good time. The defense is talking trash to the offense. The offense is trying to give them comebacks. But it's fun, and that's what we wanted from this team, is to come out here and have fun, play hard. Forget about mistakes. We don't care about those right now. We'll fix those later. Try to eliminate them and minimize them as much as you can. But so far, this is only day 2 of Phase 3 OTAs, but I'm really happy with where we're at.
Matt, what did you make of Eddie Jackson's rookie season? Eddie Jackson.
Throughout what?
His rookie season when you looked at
it. Yeah. So, again, a 4th-round kid that just he reminds me a little bit of a player that just he can do it all. He can hit. You know, he has great ball skills. He has good speed. He's smart. So as a rookie last year, for him coming into his own, and now this year being a 2nd-year guy, to play where he's at this year, we want him to just kind of get a little bit better from last year. So I was impressed with him.
Why would you say that having fun is an important attribute to have out here?
Well, that's why we're out here. That's exactly why we're out here. And then it goes back to my message of just being you and let your personality show. So while you're out here, don't leave it in the building. You know, same thing. When you're out here, have fun, let it loose. And I want that to translate to the field as well. Don't get tight when we get in the ball game now. Just go out and let it go.
Thanks, guys.
Good. Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
Shade. Danny, Coach Nagy was just talking about the continuity that he senses on defense with you guys. How do you feel that at this point?
I feel like we're growing as a group. You know, putting in some pieces. You know, got some key pieces. But all in all, we're learning together and we're having fun out there. You know, and that's the thing about us. You know, we want to keep having fun, but we want to be willing to learn, and that's where our defense is at right now.
What was your reaction in January when you knew Vic was coming back?
I was happy, man. I was excited to have Vic back. I was kind of nervous about him leaving, but you know, I feel like I really wanted him back, you know, and you know, this is the right place for him. And he's one of our leaders, and he's one of the guys we go to for calls and also for advice on things. So, you know, it's good to have him here. He's a good coach, man, and you know, he's been good to us on D.
Can you evaluate Roquan Smith a little bit from what you've been seeing maybe in college, what you're seeing right now so far?
He's quick, instinctive, learns well. He's just out here trying to get better, man. That's what I like about him. You know, he's calling the calls sometimes. You know, he's learning the plays. You know, and that's what you want in him. You want him to come out here and you know be humble and want him to come out here and work harder. You know, and I see that in his eyes. You know, coming in here, it's a lot of lights on him. It's a lot of attention on him. But you know, he's finding himself out here and he's going out here and he's trying to make some plays.
Have you gravitated towards you and trying to pick your brain a little bit? I mean, are you going to be a mentor for him?
I will. I'm gonna help as much as I can, and you know that's my job here as the leader on this defense. And you know he's a guy that works his tail off, so it should be hard to give him little details about anything. But you know anything he need help with, I'm right here to help him with.
In what ways can you guys make each other better as players on the field?
Just pushing each other, communicating. Same thing, man. He's young, but you know it's SEC ball. We're both from the SEC, so you know we stick together. But it's, I'm just anxious to see, you know, how he keep growing. And he got a good head on his shoulder, came from a good program, and I feel like we got a good linebacker.
How did the inside linebacker group need you in the
I feel like we just need to make some more plays, you know, big time plays, turnovers, you know, getting in there, getting TFL, sack quarterback, you know, getting some dances out there, something. But just having fun, man, making more plays and just being loud and more disruptive, and putting our name on the front.
How can you contribute to that? You know, we talked about Roquan being some fresh legs, but what can you do to get more big time?
Make more plays. You know, try not to make too many mental errors, which I pride myself on. I really don't make too many, but you know, I hate it when I do. You know, I feel like it's all on my shoulders sometimes. I like that, but I just want to get us lined up so we can play fast and physical and have fun. You know, and that's the job of a linebacker, and I'll take it with honor.
Coach says you guys are obviously further along in the offense and on a very limited scale here. What are some initial impressions have you noticed from them on the offensive side while you're lining up?
Oh man, they're quick, they're fast. You know, it's a lot to learn on offense, more than the defense side. Not to wait in between, but they're molding together, and I like to see that because we're not a bad defense, so they're practicing against us, so they're getting better every day, vice versa. So, you know, it's a daily grind for them, and it's gonna be tough. But those guys, they got the right pieces, man. I like what I see out there. When somebody make a play, you know, they're gone. Everybody can run over there, and it's the right fit for Mitch. It's the right fit for the receivers and running backs. I just feel like everybody just need to home in and just continue to grind this camp out.
Danny, what stands out about how Coach Nagy is running things out there?
Oh man, he's a cool coach, man, and it makes you want to work harder for him. He's always giving us little details, smiling, but we know that he's a hard worker just like we are. You know, he's up there working just like we are. So, you know, and he's always put in the right position. He take care of us. So, you know, on the back end where I come from, you take care of coaches like that. You go out there and make plays and you win games for those coaches. And I like the way he came in. Came in humble, but he was hungry, man. And he came in anxious, moving around in the meetings. You know, I like that. And that get me fired up. So, I feel like we got a good leader up there, the head coach.
He said you want you guys to have fun. Is that something you just feel is a necessary ingredient for this team?
Yeah, I feel like guys get too into, you know, NFL players got to make this rah, rah, rah. Just be yourself, man. That was one of his mottos. Be yourself, be obsessed to be great, be obsessed with winning. And, you know, just be yourself all the time and you'll be all right out here. That's all we want.
Nagy said that Fangio likes to kind of rub it in when you guys make a big play out there. Is that part of him?
Yeah.
Is that him being him?
Oh, yeah, that's big. It's big all day, man. And we like that because that's the kind of defense we are. We're going to get in your face. We're going to make plays. But at the same time, we having fun. We all getting better at the same time.
Danny, what's it like for you to be healthy this time of year as opposed to last offseason?
It's a blessing, man. I'm getting better and better each time, man. But I feel like I'm right where I need to be, health-wise, body-wise, mindset. I got the right group, and we got the right people out here. We just got to go ahead and mold it and keep getting better together and make the right plays when it come our way. Like you said, we having fun out here, and that's the big thing. But we also making plays and flying around together.
Danny, statistically, last year you guys made strides in forcing fumbles and recovering fumbles. What do you attribute that to?
It was just our mindset, man. That's our ball. We got to get it back for our offense, and that's still our approach right now. You know, even more right now because, you know, this is the time we grind it out and build that habit. With the young guys coming in, you want them to see that. Where you're flying around, you knowing what to do, but you're still trying to create havoc and get that ball out smartly. Take care of one another at the same time. But you want those young guys to see you working so they fall in and just work their tail off too.
Danny, when the team drafts somebody who plays your position, is that a good thing or a bad thing?
It depends on how you look at it. It is what it is. It's a good player, and it's going to help us out on defense. You just want to go ahead and do your job and keep working. He's a good player, just like we all got some good players out here, but we got the right guy, you know, to fit our defense, and he's working his tail off, and he fit in with our linebacker group.
Anything else? All right.
Thank you. No problem, yo. No problem. Have a good day. You too.
What was the biggest reason for you wanting to come back? Did obviously Vic and Fuller, comfort level there, kind of play into it a little bit?
Right. Yeah, I think Vic coming back was huge into my decision, and I was able to make my decision before Kyle, so I wasn't sure if Kyle was going to be back yet. And then, I mean, it's always good to lay your roots down somewhere, and I really love Vic's defense and how he calls the defense. And not everybody in this league are able to be blessed with great coaches, and Coach Ed has been very instrumental to my success, and he's just someone who's very genuine and caring and really wants to see his guys get better. So so that was all those winning factors, and then of course the business side too. And so yeah, I'm just very happy with my decision, and I want to win a championship, and I think having Mitch here, I think that's always the start. The quarterback's always the start, and just having Mitch and seeing his improvement and his effort. Like, not everybody, I'm sure some people saw, but even when Mitch was the backup, Mitch was staying after practice and always working hard, and you love seeing that in a quarterback, especially a backup. And I've always just saw greatness in him ever since then, and I think this year he gets to really show it.
A lot of changes on offense, but on defense, there's a lot of guys that have been here 3 or 4 years. How important is that continuity, and how do you think it's going to translate on the field this year?
Yeah, so when you see like the great defenses, for example, Seattle, how they were able to have their top guys stay and play together. Every once in a while, a piece would switch around, but for the most part, I mean, it was Sherman, Cam, Earl, Bennett. And yeah, so when you have that continuity and the language stays the same, meaning the plays, it just becomes second nature. Guys play faster. Guys know what to expect. They know how teams are going to attack them, and all that is a recipe for success.
I know it's only been a few practices, but what's your reaction seeing all the changes on the other side of the ball? Man, the offense is a lot. It's just very tough. They're moving well. They're fast. They're throwing a lot of different looks at us, and I mean that's just Nagy's offense. It's I mean if I was a receiver, I would love to play in this offense just because you get to do so many different things and you get so many different plays, and it just looks fun over there.
You said that Mitch was one of the reasons you decided to stick around. Do you imagine that that's the case with a lot of guys who came here? Just that if you've got a quarterback, it's attractive.
Right. I mean, I think it depends on their list of factors or list of priorities. I think if guys came here to win, then yeah, the quarterback should definitely be the first thing that you look at. And yeah, like I said, yeah, Mitch was definitely one of mine, and I think the guys that we got here do want to win. I mean, like if you look at Taylor, look at A-Rob, I think those guys are really not putting a lot of pressure on Mitch, but just hoping Mitch can probably get them to their second or third contract, or help him get them to their first ring.
Specifically, what is it that you like about Vic's defense, and what do you like about Vic as a coach?
Yeah, so first off, Vic's defense, he switches up the calls, so we're not just gonna be in man or press the whole time, which I would have no problem doing, which I would love. But he just knows when's the right time to call a cover two, to blitz, and he's very detailed in his preparations, and we can tell that on day one install how he breaks everything down to the T. And then and it's funny, as the weeks went by, I was able to see Vic's personality. At first I thought he was the guy that just mother effed you, and I told him that I thought he was going to be that guy, but he never really does it unless he has to, and didn't really do it last year. But that's just demeanor. That's just the demeanor he gave off. I mean, some people call it. Never mind, I'm not going to say that. But yeah, but he's definitely. I would say he's a player's coach. He definitely wants the best for his guys, and I was able to fly up here before making my decision, and had a dinner with him, Nagy, and Pace, and got to see more of his personality there.
Do you think Nagy's the same way?
Nah. I mean, I would say Nagy's more of
and Nagy can be stern and he can be playful also. And I think when you're a first year coach, you wanna win your guys, and you wanna be firm, and he's doing that. You can't really tell he's a rookie coach or whatever. I feel like he was born for this, and he's doing a great job.
What other impressions do you have of him? What other impressions do you have of Matt?
Of who?
Matt.
Of who? Sorry. Oh, of Nagy. I mean, he's so we've been having meetings every like once a week, and Nagy's really just been. I mean, he shows his sense of humor, and like I said, he's firm, and I like to talk stuff. I mean, he's an offensive coach. Last year at Fox, I couldn't really talk stuff to him because he was a defensive coach, but it's like Nagy's offense, so if I get a pick or something, I like to talk stuff to him. He'll say, we're coming at you 2-0 and stuff like that. So, I mean, that just brings up the competition, and you always want that in your head coach.
Prince, in what areas do you sense the defense must make strides?
Yeah, so definitely takeaways. I think especially on the back end, I mean, it's our job to take the ball away, and I think we've had our opportunities last year. We just need to capitalize on them. And I would say that's for the most part just taking the ball away. I think we did a great job last year. I think we were top 3 in forcing fumbles and recovering them. So I think this year just catching the interceptions.
Prince, John Franklin is a fringe guy, a tryout guy who is playing defensive back for the first time after playing offense entirely in college. I don't know if he's made an impression on you, but if not, just in general, what kind of a hill is that to climb to try and enter the NFL in a position, especially defensive back, that you've never played before?
Yes. So we have a guy, Marcus Cooper was one of those guys. I mean, he actually did it. He did wide receiver for the most part in college at Rutgers, and then switched to DB, I think his last 2 years. I mean, Sherman did it, but I don't know if Sherman, I don't know if they played receiver all college and then went to college. Yeah, I think it's definitely tough. I mean, you're running forward for most of your life, and then now you have to run backwards. And it's definitely tough, but like I said, Coach Ed Donatel is great with details and great at coaching guys, and he cares for guys. And I think this is the best spot for him to be because of the coach we have.
You made your decision before Kyle came back, but to have him back now with you, what kind of chemistry can you continue to build?
Yeah, me and Kyle formed a great friendship last year, and definitely excited that he's back. And his preparation is second to none. How he prepares for games and how he anticipates what's going on. And I feel like I prepare enough, but when I watch him and how he's doing it before games, there's a lot that I can learn from him. And I'm just glad he's back because I think he's going to help improve my game a little more, and hopefully I can help improve his.
Thank you.
Thank you.